I'm here at the first Roxor release. You're going to do fine, Jeff, I promise you.
I don't hear very well, so I gotta.
First release of the Mahindra Roxor, and I've got the engineer, the head engineer, and I'm just talking to him about the machine. He's going to know as much about as anybody, and I want to bring home to you as much knowledge as what I can do. So what we're talking about, the first thing that we're going to talk about, can we talk about the engine, Jeff?
Yeah. It's a 2.5 liter turbo diesel engine. It's an engine that's been in Mahindra's portfolio for an awful long time. We use a Bosch controller. It's electronically controlled. Uses a small turbo. We get about 1.6 bar of boost out of the turbo. So it's 63 horsepower, about 144 foot-pounds of torque. And it's got a real good reliability, durability history. It's got iron sleeves in the cylinders. Really, the only maintenance item on the engine is valve adjustment. That is a maintenance one.
Now, how often will we change the oil in?
It's me. I'm a 3,000 to 5,000 mile guy. I think on a vehicle like this, it's more seasonally. I don't think they get driven that many. I've been doing 100-hour oil changes on our test vehicles. Customer, maybe 50 hours, 100 hours. Whatever you feel comfortable with.
I know I just took a trip with it, and off-road, high side, low side, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, sand, pulling banks, crossing creeks and things. Got back average about 25 miles a gallon is what it's averaging to.
Yeah, that's about right. We've seen anywhere from low 20s to almost 30, depending on what kind of driving we're doing. And that with a 12-gallon tank, you got you're pushing a 300-mile range out of the thing. So
let me ask you this: longevity on this engine. What kind of miles are we talking about?
It's a very simple diesel. My expectation is it's going to be a very, very, very reliable long-term engine. The history, we have a lot of history with the engine in India. The reliability has been very, very good. It's very simple maintenance. There's really not much to go wrong. It's got a couple sensors. It's got a little bit of electronics, but it's basically a hardcore, highly proven out long-term diesel engine.
Well, I've heard two figures mentioned: 250,000 to 500,000.
Oh, I can't put a number on it.
You can't put a number.
I can't do that. Yeah, but again, like any diesel, I'm the kind of guy, I run my gas cars to 300,000 miles, so it's all how you maintain it.
It is.
If you change the oil regularly, if you run clean diesel fuel, change the diesel filters, I think you'll get all. There's no reason to believe you wouldn't get those types of mileages out of it.
Well,
but again, it's maintenance. It's preventative maintenance.
Well, but you're not talking about high maintenance. If you're talking, 3 to 5,000 miles on a service or
just
whatever.
oil changes. And I think too, most people are going to do an oil change in the spring, maybe one in the fall. They're not going to get 3 to 5,000 miles on them a year, maybe. I don't know. It really depends on the type of driver.
What about this valve adjustment? Tell me about that. What
Very
kind
simple
of miles?
Valve adjustment. I think right now there's going to be a meeting tomorrow with our service guy. I think it's 12 to 15,000 miles is the first valve adjustment. Very simple operation. The valve cover pops off. It's not a bucket and shim. It's a screw. So a very simple valve adjustment.
I'm hearing 62 horsepower.
Yep.
Is there any talk about increasing the horsepower on this unit?
I'll take the fifth on that. We're limited to 45 miles an hour right now. The 62 horsepower and the amount of torque we get is very appropriate, for the vehicle. It has much more capability. That's the other thing I think from engine, longevity. You're not working the engine very hard. At 45 miles an hour in fifth gear, it's barely over 1,000 RPM. So it's looping along pretty good.
Well, I talked to one of the guys a while ago, and he said that this is the motor has been in a Bolero SUV. So now, I don't know anything about this vehicle. What kind of vehicle is this?
India makes several different SUVs. They make the Thar, which is really the platform we've come from. They make the Bolero, which is more of a conventional, what we would consider in the United States a conventional SUV.
Both
of them are multi-passenger, 3 rows of seats. The Thar in India is really set up for 7 people. So they're designed to transport people. They're designed to be off-road. They're designed to be in rough environments.
So the environment in India on that engine, would it be harsher here or there?
And again, it depends on where the vehicle's being used. India's got some great areas and they have some rough areas, just like the United States. So it really depends on where the vehicle's being used.
So they're kind of comparable as far as roads and things like that?
Yeah, I think the off-road use that we're looking at for this vehicle has been very, very well proven out on the vehicle in India for since 1947, basically.
Is there a recommended oil that you guys recommend us using?
A recommended oil?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. I mean, it's we're using a 5W50 or 15, or excuse me, 5W40.
Okay.
Full synthetic is what we're running right now. Other than that, no. I mean, it's just conventional diesel motor oil.
So nothing brand specific then?
No, not right. No, we're not doing anything brand specific. So
okay.
You can go to any AutoZone or wherever you get your oil and
now tell me the oil again. It's
a 5W40 full synthetic.
5W40 full synthetic.
Yep,
okay.
Yep. And we went with the lower 5 weight, and we stayed with the synthetic to help improve the performance of lower temperatures.
Okay. Now you've got a frame sitting over here, a rolling chassis, I guess you'd call it. Excuse me. I was able to look and get a good look at this. Everything about it looks heavy duty.
Yep.
It looks like it's good quality. It doesn't look like it's been thrown together. It doesn't look like it's a prototype, something nobody's ever built before.
Right.
Did you pretty well follow the Thar end of this? I mean, this is something that's been around a long time.
Oh, absolutely. So the chassis you see, it's a fully boxed frame. It's 3.6 millimeters thick. It's very, very, very beefy. The axle assemblies are Mahindra manufactured axles.
Okay.
The transfer case is a Mahindra manufactured transfer case. The transmission is a Mahindra NGT 520. It's called transmission. Fully synchronous, all 5 gears, even first. So it's all of that part of the platform has been fully proven out for many, many years in India.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you helped me a lot, and I think you helped a lot of people. The ones that will come on and watch this, there'll be a lot of questions that you've already answered when they come into our dealership, or your dealerships nationwide will already have some of the answers that you'll to ask.
Anything else you need, let me know.
I appreciate it. Guys, this is Rick Davis at Cowtown USA in Cuba, Missouri, 573-885-6300. We're here at the Roxor release. I've been to several of these, but the first with Mahindra, I'm very impressed. It's all first class. These guys are doing it right. I'm excited about this. I think that you will be. Anyway, we're gonna have them at Cowtown USA there in Cuba, Missouri. So give us a call. Go on our website, CowtownUSAINC.com, or give us a call 573-885-6300. Thank you.